Hi, welcome back to my kitchen. Okay, tomato sauce. Quick and easy tomato sauce. It's easy, but it's not going to be a quick one today because I'm going to be adding meat to it. So when you add meat to the sauce, it takes a little bit longer to cook. So what we're going to do is I'm going to add some stewing beef that has a little bit of a bone in it. So we're going to put that in there to brown that up and to give flavor to the sauce. I'm going to add in my garlic. I'd say, well, I'm putting in two tablespoons. That's because I'm making a big pot. My chopped up onion, some chopped up carrots, and some celery to give the flavor, nice flavor to the sauce. Then I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Just a little bit now, because we are going to add the other spices, more salt and Bayleaf once I put the sauce, the tomato sauce in there. Just to let you see what's going on. Okay, we're going to brown that up nicely. Okay. Don't put it on too high because you don't want the garlic to burn. Now what I'm going to use is the Unico Passata, okay, which is strained tomatoes. That's all it is. Usually we make our own tomato sauce every September, but we go through the whole procedure, you know, buying, I don't know, all those bushels of tomatoes, and it takes a whole day process to go through all that. Anyways, I know it's delicious at the end of it, but I don't make that much pasta like I used to. And not only that, our family is smaller. I don't need all that. I find this stuff does the job. Tastes just as good. Oh. Get my jars ready. To this sauce, you need to add water too to it. Okay, the onions are translucent. I'll let you take a quick look. Can you see that? Okay. Okay, now we're going to add Now we're going to add the tomato sauce. I usually make 2 jars, but I decided that I was going to make a big pot so that I've got sauce to last me for at least 4 dinners. 4 nice dinners. Once this is made, you can put them in a Tupperware and you can freeze them. You can freeze the sauce and take it out when needed. Give that a stir. And now we're going to add our water. Now what I usually do is to every jar, I add probably about half a jar of water. That way I rinse out the jar. We don't want any of those tomatoes to go to waste. One more. Give or take half a jar. Okay. Beautiful. Make that come to a boil. Once that starts to boil, I'm going to lower it and let it simmer. See? By the time we're through, it's going to be thick. You'll see. So now at this time is where I add a couple of bay leaves. Okay, 3. I'm not going to add the salt yet. Actually, you know what? I could add the salt now. We don't need much salt. Okay. Okay, we're going to cover that and we're going to let it come to a boil. And then we're going to lower it. And in the meantime, I'm going to make my meatballs And then we're gonna add them to the sauce. See you in a bit. Okay, so we got the sauce boiling. I just lowered that. Okay. Okay, so now we got to make our meatballs. Nice and quick, let's get these done. All I'm using is ground beef, lean ground beef, okay? In my meatballs, what I do is I put, it's gonna be a lot of meatballs, so I'm gonna put, let's start off with 3 eggs. We might need, I don't know, a little bit more, but you know what, let's see what 3 eggs look like. Okay, 3 eggs. Then we're gonna put, say about, oh, okay, you're not allowed in there a little piece of shell. No, we don't want anything crunchy. Okay, now we want about 1 cup of the breadcrumbs. I always use the Italian flavored breadcrumbs because it already has all the herbs and spices in it, so I don't need to add parsley or, you know, anything else like that. But I do add some cheese. That's the grated Parmigiano Reggiano. And then I do add some grated cheese. Just the regular Parmesan cheese. It's a mixture of Parmigiano, Parmesan, and Romano. Beautiful. Okay, whatever cheese you like, you can go for it. I gotta lower this a little bit more. Okay. Double wash your hands, because you're going to get in there with your hands to combine everything. Okay, you're going to get in there with your hands to combine everything and then to make your meatballs. I think the 3 eggs is plenty because it's nice and moist. You don't want the meatballs to come out too dry. You want them to be nice and moist. And right now, the way this is looking, it's nice and moist. Beautiful. Okay. Now, we're not going to make big meatballs. We're going to make them that size. That's about right. Okay? So now we're going to make the meatballs. And drop them right into the sauce. And they're gonna cook in the sauce. Now, once you put them in the sauce, remember that you got your meatballs there, because Nice and low. I'm gonna drop them right in. Because you don't want to break up the meatballs. So you drop them in, and when you stir them, you just stir it nice and easily. That's all. There is also another way of making these meatballs. The other way is you make them, and then you could bake them in the oven for about 20 minutes, and then throw them into your sauce. I like doing that. But when you cook, for me, when you cook the meatball right in the sauce, not only does the sauce get that flavor of the meat, but the meatballs come out even more tender. They're so good. Easy. Easy, easy. You just need time. That's it. You just need time. My family is a big, they love my meatballs. Big fan. Big fan of my meatball sauce. If you noticed, I didn't even add salt to the meatballs because the cheese is already enough salt. Okay, a couple more. Meatballs done. So now we're going to let that simmer for about an hour. By then, the meatballs won't take that long to cook, but I've got it on low, so I want it to just cook nice and slowly. And that's it. Sauce will be ready, let's say about an hour and a half, we'll see. An hour for sure. So we got our meatballs in there, see? And I put it on very low, so it just simmers. Got our meat and meatballs. So we're not going to stir it too much. Just enough to get them moving around a bit. And that's it. See you in a bit. Okay, my sauce is ready. Look at that. Everything is cooked to perfection. Perfect.